The leaves are just starting to turn and it's cooled off a little bit. I tell you what, the acreage is really falling, and we're going to focus on getting into an area tonight where there are a ton of oak trees. So if I can get in a spot where those deer are coming in and feeding on those acorns, it ought to be perfect. I hunted this spot one time before and I had a very close encounter with a couple of does. Now my wind wasn't perfect, but tonight the winds have changed a little bit and it should be a perfect situation to get me a close deer encounter, and you never know, could be a big buck. Well, that little doe showed up completely quiet. Looked up and it was standing 15 yards away. We watched her for about 30 minutes. A little bit small, and it's so early in the hunt. Little did we know that it's gonna rain. So now we're sitting up here second guessing that maybe I should have shot, but you know what? It's still early. We've got a lot of leaf cover, so not that much rain's getting through. We're gonna hold tight and see what happens. The deer are moving now. It was early, 20 minutes into the hunt. We had a deer in range. Pretty exciting. There's a buck right there. 40 yards, looking right at us. Smell it. Turn around. Here he comes right to us. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready right here. Crazy hunt. We got up in the stand. I hadn't been here 20 minutes and looked out. There's a doe standing 10 yards from us, and it started pouring down raining. In the meantime, I just hunkered down, let the rain come. Deer don't get a chance to go in, so why should we? All of a sudden, the sun starts to come out. Now look up, and here comes it looks like a 10-pointer slipping into the woods, but I was able to get an arrow in it for what I think was a good shot. The question is it going to rain anymore? I'm not going to push this deer, but I don't want to lose a blood trail either, so I'm hoping this rain dries up. I'm going to give it 30 minutes like you're supposed to and see what happens. Okay, here's an arrow. So we're at about 10 yards away, and it's blood soaked to about there. Oh man, so that's telling me that I got that arrow 15 inches deep in that deer. That's a good sign. We're gonna leave this right here. We gotta get on a blood trail, locate this deer. Here we go, here we go. Look, we got a lot of blood here. We've been about 60 yards with nothing, and now we got a bunch. Here we go. Look, there's quite a bit of blood in here. Definitely went down right here. You know, it's one of those situations where I'm not exactly sure where this buck was hit. I know it was hit in the front. I know I got good penetration. It's making me wonder if I need to back out or I'm gonna go a little further as long as I still got blood. And hopefully the blood trail gets a little better. Well, last night we shot a pretty decent buck. We knew we got good penetration. The rain had stopped, and at that point in time, we looked at the weather and it got down to 46 degrees. So I happen to have a friend that has a dog that you've been training to find deer. And she's actually found 3 or 4 already, right?
Yeah, she's done pretty good. She's still a puppy, so no promises, Chad, but I feel like she'll do pretty good.
There's a lot of different breeds of dogs that people use for this, but tell me what kind of dog she is.
So she's a wire-haired Dachshund. Thought this breed was cute, first of all. You know, it's a wiener dog, come on, man. But the benefit for them too is they're smaller, so they're easier for me to keep up behind.
I left the arrow, all the blood is there, so I think the best way is to start at the shot location.
Yep, see what she does. You guys have an idea of where the deer went. For anybody else that is hunting and needing to use a dog, just keep a mental picture of what exactly happened so you can lead the dog in the right direction, but we'll just let her make all the decisions this morning.
And you're going to keep her on lead the entire time?
Yeah, it's required in the state of Kentucky. So we'll keep her on lead, keep her close too. We want to make sure if by chance the deer hasn't expired yet, then she'll be close enough I can get her back.
The crazy thing is too, a dog this size is pretty easy to handle and control, but yet she's going to be able to go right through the brush and pretty much she's going to lead by her nose only.
Hunt him up. Hunt him up. Find him. Find him. You know, all this is pretty darn new to me. You know, I've bow hunted for a while, but even at a bow hit site, the amount of just splatter that would go everywhere that we can't see with our naked eye is pretty incredible. So you gotta kind of let them work it out at the hit site because they're getting all kinds of stuff here.
I believe she's headed in the right direction right now.
Easy. Easy, girl. Yep, there's blood right here. Good girl, Sookie. Good find.
Here we go. We got blood right here. She's on it.
That's a good girl.
Deer?
Yes, Sookie. Good girl.
Awesome. Well, Rachel, Sookie did such a great job. I tell you what, I can't tell you how impressed I was with this dog. It's so young, and there were so many times we weren't seeing blood for 50, 60, 70 yards, and the dog would be leading us off at a path where my mind's telling me, wait a minute, that deer's not going uphill, right?
Sure, sure.
And then we find a drop of blood.
Yeah.
We're like, wait a minute, this dog is on to something here.
It's hard. I think as humans, it's hard for us to say, well, that doesn't make sense to us, but just trust their noses. It's really incredible what her nose can do, and we would never be able to see it.
What a nice recovery. I'm super excited.
I'm so proud for you. It's a really good buck.
It's a nice deer.
Yeah.
It's a, it's a mature buck, and I'm super, super happy to have it.